Good evening and welcome to Hudson Valley Week in Review, where we look back at the people, places, and issues making news in Ulster County and the region. I'm Amy Greene. Hope you're enjoying the holiday weekend. We begin tonight with an initiative over the next few days cracking down on impaired drivers in Ulster County. Memorial Day is often labeled the unofficial start of summer. It's also one of the most dangerous days on the roads, with people traveling on the roads and, unfortunately, more alcohol-impaired drivers. In fact, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration calls the time period between Memorial and Labor Day as the 100 deadliest days, specifically for teen drivers. Captain Vincent Altieri of the Ulster County Sheriff's Office talks to us about this weekend's DWI crackdown and how you can stay safe while out on the roads.
I'm sure we're the same as every other county. There are a lot of DWIs statewide on a daily basis. Those DWI-related things go up as traffic goes up. So naturally, around the holiday weekends, when there's more traffic and more barbecues and more functions, there's more people driving, and there's more people driving that are impaired. Absolutely, our numbers for DWI and alcohol and drug-related vehicle and traffic offenses go up significantly, starting in the late spring through the early fall every year. The cause of it is just the nice weather. People are out and about doing things. They're not just home, staying inside because it's cold. So they go to barbecues and functions, and they partake there and then drive home, unfortunately, sometimes. The crackdown program is 8 specific dates. Some of those dates are 2 days, some of those dates are 2 weeks, and it's a statewide initiative. And locally here, the Sheriff's Office, the New York State Police, and all the local police departments get involved. We set up some road check type details. We set up a lot of roving patrol details, and they're increased during those crackdown periods. They do them every day during those crackdown periods, otherwise not necessarily just certain days of the week or weekends. It was started in October of last year. It runs October through September. Yes, it helps because it allows us to put an extra members out on the street, specifically looking for impaired and intoxicated drivers, which also gives us extra patrols out in case there is any other kind of major incident. With the nice weather here now, everybody has barbecues and graduation parties and proms, and everybody likes to go and have a good time with their family and friends. You travel, to this area or to wherever your family is, and we just want to keep everybody. We would like everybody to keep in mind to go and enjoy yourselves, but make sure you have a safe, sober ride home. One that comes to mind is one time there was a serious accident where young people were injured, and the operator was someone who was coming back from a barbecue, and those children were severely injured, and you have to know that would have been prevented if he had just taken the time to make sure he had a sober ride home. Well, there's public transportation in lots of places, but there's also a lot of very rural areas. I would say you need to make that preparation before you go to the party. You need to have a plan in place before you go to if you think you're going to be drinking. We get governor's traffic safety grants for Stop DWI and from Stop DWI and other monies to do like buckle up and texting, and we put guys in areas where there's high numbers of traffic accidents, and we watch for people wearing their seatbelt, people texting and driving, people talking and driving, all the little things that people do every day. If you drive down the road every day, you see somebody talking on the phone or texting on their phone. I would like to see folks, especially around the holiday season, especially if you have family traveling, here, or if you're traveling somewhere else, is that I would like to see folks to to not talk on the phone, to not text while they're driving. There's going to be a lot of extra traffic because of the holiday weekend and the nice weather. And I would just say that when you're driving, the most important thing you can do is pay attention to the road, your surroundings, the traffic, and to drive defensively.
Every day, police officers put their lives on the line protecting their local communities. As a thank you, the Ulster County Police Chiefs Association is recognizing the men and women who do just that. Every year, the association honors the heroic actions of law enforcement members, emergency responders, and civilians in Ulster County during an awards banquet. In addition, the relationship between agencies in the county is also highlighted during the ceremony. To talk more about the role of the Police Chiefs Association is Chief Perry Soule of the Rosendale Police Department.
The Ulster County Police Chief has members from all the agencies in Ulster County, including SUNY Ulster and SUNY New Paltz Police Chiefs. There's Shawangunk in the south, Marlborough, Plattekill, Saugerty, Shandaken, Kingston, and the Sheriff's Office, obviously Rosendale, and there's many others in there. I hate to not mention all of them. The reason why we got together is years ago they started the organization, is that it's important for the chiefs to have a relationship and running what goes on daily, and we all do things the same because the officers in the field work together daily. So if we don't have that relationship, then the officers wouldn't have that relationship. Well, the officers this year, and actually the civilians, it range from awards for life-saving, for talking suicidal subjects out from harming themselves, to organizations as far as working together in a couple of shootings that occurred last year in 2014, one being in the town of Lloyd, the other being in New Paltz. And the recipients of these awards, it just shows their commitment and how well they do their job. And every day they're putting themselves in harm's way to make sure that the citizens of Ulster County are safe and they don't have to worry when they go out and do their daily business. Well, everybody likes to be recognized and told they've done a good job, but beyond that, we want the public to also know that this is what goes on in Ulster County and the commitment that we have from these officers. And with that recognition, it gives us the opportunity also to meet their families at the dinner and to tell them thank you for allowing them to do their job, because obviously the police work is 24 hours, 7 days a week, holidays, and weekends included. So there's a lot of times they're away from their families, whether it be mom or dad or boyfriend or girlfriend who's away. They miss a lot of functions. So it gives us a chance to recognize them and thank their families. The Chiefs Association has its annual dinner. We'll be hosting its annual dinner. And that's where we recognize the officers and the civilians that have done a wonderful job in 2014. And like I said, it gives us an opportunity to meet their families and thank them for allowing their loved one to put their life on the line daily. Every day we train and we function to our highest standards and abilities. Whether the officer is approaching a car or they're going to a scene of a domestic or they're handling someone who has some sort of mental health issues going on, it can be any danger of just being in a fight, to being stabbed, or to being shot. The importance of the officers and the public to recognize their abilities is that it's very dangerous out there. Whether they're domestics, whether they're mental health issues, whether it's a vehicle and traffic stop, or it could be an armed robbery at a bank. We don't know what we're going, but every day these officers face danger. And one, we train a lot. We train a lot with each other. And two, because of the relationships that the agencies have, they all have the support of the administrative staff from every chief in this county, and any administrator in this county, because it goes beyond just the chiefs. It goes to the town supervisors, the county executive, and all of that. We all get along well, and that's just something that's important to recognize.
When we return, an annual event in Midtown Kingston is fast approaching. What you can look forward to this year during Make a Difference Day. We'll be right back.